Hey, and welcome to the GamerTalkz podcast for June. Thank you for joining us once again. Today we're joined by Arcade,
Hello.
and we're also
And also-
joined by the lovely Busta.
Well, hello there.
Unfortunately, Pookievision and Doug aren't here, so we'll just have to
No.
say more things to make up for the gap.
We
Yeah,
miss
busy.
you. We miss you.
We do miss some because Pook's always a barrel of laughs, you know?
And I've missed the last couple as well. So
I
it's
know.
Nice
It's nice to have you back, Johnny.
The dark
Yeah.
corner is always interesting for sure.
Yes, yes. Don't have Dark Corner this week, unfortunately.
No.
So,
We
we'll
could
just
make
have to
one
try
up.
and make
We
up
don't
for
have one, but...
it's all sunshine and lollipops this month.
I know. Well, you know what? We're coming into the summer, the whole summer period, Summer Games Fest and everything, and the showcases and all that. So that should be interesting. We should get some new stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not doing another 6-hour episode though.
No.
I know.
Does that mean we have to watch that Idiot Days fucking award?
Fucking Jeff Keighley.
Aye.
I can't hack that guy.
just watch the highlights.
Literally, see when you watch 2 hours of him just
Oh, man.
being so fake and
Just
Yeah, he just wants to be friends with all the celebrities and shit.
yeah.
What really annoyed
honestly,
me last time was that Game Awards where fucking what do you call him?
so that
Sam
one-
from Remedy.
Oh,
Right.
For Alan Wake 2, he got up on stage. I forget the name. It's Sam somebody. He's gotten
Aye.
kind of famous right now. But the guy, he was Max Payne's face and all that. He gets up to sit and talk about his award for Alan Wake 2, and they literally play the music to show him off stage, and then get fucking Dwayne Johnson to stand up and do adverts for some fucking truck
Yeah.
in Mountain Dew for 20
Yeah.
minutes.
Yeah,
I didn't actually
What the
watch
fuck
it.
is this?
What was the one that he was on when him and Kojima, and he was like a wee fucker? You could tell that he would have licked Kojima's ass. But he must have-
He's like that all the time, though. He did that with the podcast with Kojima and stuff. Excuse
Yeah,
me.
he's good mates with Kojima, ain't he? Just he's weaseled his way in with him.
Yeah, the Game
Yeah.
Awards just seem a bit fucking... They got worse and worse for me, so I've just kind of... The Summerfest's cool, because I think they cover a lot more games, but...
they do.
I tend
Some
to
of-
just fast forward it past him talking.
I just go to game trailers the next morning and watch all the game trailers
Yeah.
for the
Because I like to see some of the creators, kind of they get the creators up and they're talking, and I'll watch that.
Mhm.
But with him doing the thingies, it's just a fast forward that. You know, I can't
Yeah.
afford
As
it.
soon as he's on, you're just like, fuck, fast forward.
Aye.
forward.
Wee bit of fast forward,
Yeah.
quickly move forward on YouTube a wee bit more. There we go.
But you know what? Ubisoft to go back to it this year, so that'll be good.
Yeah, I mean, there's always interesting things to see in it, and there's always devs who want to show off what they've been cooking, so it's
Yeah.
just a shame that it's kind of... The reins of it are held by just ad money hungry people.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
But that's just the way the world's going, you know. Everything's money
It is
now.
indeed.
Yeah.
Time is money, whatever. So.
Should we do our usual and see what we've all been playing?
Yes, indeed. Andy, let's start with you. What you been doing with yourself?
I picked up a copy of Final Fantasy 16 for
Oh, yeah.
like £36 off the PlayStation Store.
Yeah,
It was pretty good.
It's cheap. It's cheap.
Yeah, and for the actual sheer amount of content and time, game time out it,
Yeah.
I'm happy with that. And it was really good. I started off and I actually messaged the podcast group chat saying that I was so disappointed with this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was maybe about 3 hours in just because of how slow and linear the start was.
Just
But,
like a slow starter, yeah.
yeah, by the time I'd finished the game and seen the ending cutscenes, I messaged Pook and I was like finished at 10 out of 10. Amazing. Fucking
You did come back to us and say it was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was just because it's taking a different turn. It's a bit different from the other ones where
Yeah.
all the other Final Fantasy games are party based. So you've got party
Yeah.
people and you kind of. But this one you play as Clive and only Clive. It's more about managing him, and there was a lot less party management in
Oh, okay. Yeah.
sort of stuff.
Definitely.
But it did its own thing and it did it really, 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 really well. So that was £36 really well spent.
I do believe Pookie's got some of some gameplay up on the YouTube, hasn't he?
Yeah, I'm going to chuck some up as well because I'm tempted to go for the platinum trophy on it, which is to then recomplete the game, just the main missions, but on
Yeah.
Final Fantasy mode, which is a really hard difficulty mode.
Yeah.
You have to do all of that for the one trophy, and I'm not too many trophies off the platinum, so it's that one last step, but it is a gargantuan step.
Well, we
I know
always
that
are.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's so Pookies is up, I may say, on the GamerTalkz YouTube.
Yep. Check that out.
You might be listening to this because we're uploading on YouTube now. But if you're still listening to us on Spotify and that, you make sure you like and sub to GamerTalkz on YouTube.
Yeah.
Also, GamerTalkz streams on Twitch, and GamerTalkz questions at Googlemail.
Gmail.com.
At Gmail, sorry. Scratch that. GamerTalkz questions at gmail.com. If you want to ask us any questions we can answer on the podcast, you want us to see play any games or do the Challenge Busta series or whatever. There we go. Right, that's all they out the way.
We should have them linked. Do we have them linked on the Twitch page? If not, we should do that.
Yeah, the email's not linked on the Twitch, but I'm pretty sure the YouTube's linked and the Spotify links are.
Cool, good. Well, Mikey, what have you been playing?
So I've been doing a couple of things. Obviously, I was playing The Elder Scrolls with you.
Yeah, we had a little bash on that.
A bit solo as well. I also got the Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown, the one that came out in January, and that's quite good fun. Obviously, I played the demo. It's up on YouTube. I actually went out and bought the game not long after that. And yeah, it's good fun. It's like we thought. It was like a 2D side-scrolling action adventure.
Metroidvania, isn't it?
Yeah. It's a lot of fun. It does have some weird kind of mechanics and decisions in it, but like early in the game, they teach you to block, and then you find a bunch of characters that you can't block against. It's like, what?
That's when you need to learn how to dodge.
Oh, yeah. You can dodge as well.
Drop and roll.
A lot of them, well, like, there is a lot of Metroidvanias out there, so a lot of them kind of do their own thing to sort of stand apart.
I'm sorry, I don't think I've played a Prince of Persia since Sands of Time.
Oh, what a game, though, man.
I love that game.
That was like one of the launch titles for PS2, wasn't it? And it was like one of the best ones going for it.
Yeah, definitely. I don't think I've played another one since then.
They kind of went downhill, in my opinion, but I mean, they've still got their fans, but it's good to see it getting brought back, and it's kind of went back to the old school, its roots in the old 2D Prince of Persia.
Yeah.
It feels like it's kind of went back to basics with that a bit, which is cool.
Yeah, it did look interesting, Mike. It did look interesting.
So I spoke about that Pook in January. The other one was I played something called Shim. That's the one. I got invited to the playtest for it. It's a small indie game. It's actually a very cool idea. So basically what happens is you're like I don't know, it's a blob of goo or something like that. And basically you have to hop between the shadows.
I've seen clips of that.
Stay in the shadows.
Yeah.
And it's actually really good fun. So it's like each area is like each zone is like a single mission, and then you get to the end, takes you to a new area, you do that one, takes you to a new area, and so on.
Was this one of the ones you got off of Twitter?
No, it was a playtest I got from Steam.
This is one I've had my eye on. I've been watching the dev make it on Twitter, and it's like it's like, as you say, I've never really seen anything like it. It's really
quite cool. Some of there's things to collect, and you can move things about and that. It's very cool, actually.
It's spelled, isn't it? It's SCHIIM.
Yep.
For anyone who wants to look it up.
Yeah.
Very cool, kind of original design.
It is very cool. So yeah, I played that, and I was very impressed because it ran really smoothly. There was no lag or breaks or crashes or anything. There's like different sounds in each zone, different music, so it's quite well made.
Your kind of game.
And yeah, I quite enjoyed that. So.
Yeah, sounds good.
Busta, what about you?
All right, so basically time's been a bit mad the last couple of months. That's why I've not been on the podcast and I've not streamed that much.
Work that.
And I've been uploading periodically, so I've played quite a few Challenge Busters, which I played a bit of Origami, which was one of yours, Mikey.
Yep, I did do that.
And it was fun. It was a bit frustrating. It was like you play as a ninja, and you can a soul, a ninja, like assassin, but you're a dead person anyway, and you can only go to the shadows, and you got to help this wifey navigate way and rescue something, and it's Japanese, and it was interesting, and I've done it, and you've just got, it's all about timing and making sure you kill them in the right place and that, and it just got a bit frustrating for a while for me.
You've not got the patience for that.
Oh, no.
You need the run and gun.
Yeah, the days of the kind of games I'm going, I'm not with it.
I think that's why it's interesting to see you try it, though.
Yeah, that I think that's what it is. So I played that. I played the last one just uploaded was Hollow Knight, which was one of Pookie's.
Yes, it was.
Which is definitely,
that was just yesterday.
Definitely a Pookie-inspired game.
Yeah.
Very dark. Not got a clue what's going on. You've got to navigate these caves underneath. It's like side-scrolling platformer. Very sensitive on the controls, though.
I've heard that being referred to as like a sort of 2D Dark Souls.
Yeah, it was very sensitive on the controls and that. And I played it for half an hour because I try to keep the challenge busters to a half hour solid block.
Yeah.
I also played that for some reason hit the YouTube algorithm for some reason and over 1,000 views. Valiant Hearts.
Yeah, record-breaking video.
Record-breaking. We puzzle side-scrolling, telling the story of World War One. Yeah. Really interesting. I think I'm going to go back and do a full playthrough of it eventually. And it was side-scrolling. You had to solve these wee puzzles to get past a bit. Like there's a bit at a train where you've got to knock certain things to distract folk, and like Pookie was saying in the comments, he was screaming at me, hit the bell. You know, well, I was trying to work out for 5 days. What am I doing? Yeah. But loads of information on World War One. If you don't know much about it, I read all the info on it. The story's basically World War One starts. This couple, one's French, one's German. The husband goes back to Germany to fight for Germany. The lassie's brother goes off to war for the French, and they're on opposite sides. So I reckon there's going to be
bit of a clash,
coming on there later. But also it gives you loads of information about the start of World War One and how it progressed. So if you're a history buff, I definitely recommend that.
Yeah, like a historic kind of thing.
Yeah, so
I always appreciate things like I think one of the more recent Assassin's Creed started putting more like informative content in it. Obviously, because they're based in real historic times.
Yeah, so so I played that. I'm still playing RoboCop. Not played it for a while though, because I decided to go back to playing PGA Road to the Masters.
Oh, golf!
You gave up RoboCop for golf?
No, I gave up RoboCop for golf. I don't know what it is about RoboCop. It's good. It
seems to me the people who think it's good think it's really good, and then a lot of the folk. I've never had anyone say it's a bad game, but I've heard folks say it's kind of a bit run of the mill.
It is very run. The story's quite run of the mill.
Yeah.
I think that.
I can imagine it. Kind of. Obviously, you're playing as RoboCop. You're a big tanky guy.
Yeah, and it's just I don't know. I will go back and finish it, but I don't know. So I gave up. I wanted to, because I've been playing a lot more Warzone and obviously my FIFA Pro clubs with my mates and FIFA with Pookie and my mates.
You've been doing the streams for Pro Clubs as well, eh?
Yes. I'm surprised the stream hasn't been, our Twitch channel's not been taken down yet because some of the conversations are a bit choice.
Bit bad.
Yeah. So I wanted to relax, so I started playing the golf game again.
Yeah.
I've got Rock Case City. Is that right?
Crime Boss, yeah.
Boss. So I've got that downloaded. I think Pookie's wanting.
I played a good bit of that actually.
So I'm going to have to do the training on that. So I've got to start that. I've done a wee bit of X Defiant when it came out.
Yeah,
what do you think?
Free to play one.
I don't know. There's something I've been looking up the settings, so I want to change a few settings and go back in. But I think you get destroyed if it's cross-platform. You'll get destroyed.
Aye, unless they keep the cross-platform consoles only or controllers only.
There's no skill-based matchmaking, so you could be in a lobby with folk who are absolutely awesome.
Yeah.
And
it's all pre-season as well, so there's not even the actual proper ranked mode to play.
Yeah, not yet. Not yet. It's coming. I think it's a nice idea. It's good. The guns you start out with aren't that great. So you've got to unlock everything. So I need to delve more into it. I've only had a couple hours on it. So I like it. I like there's different modes. There's a mode like what you get in Overwatch where you make the thing go forward, and then you've got like a dominations thing, and you've got another one. So
it felt more like an Overwatch type of game to me than a Call of Duty game. And a lot of people were saying that it's the COD killer, but it's like it's not got the game modes that COD players want.
Yeah, at the moment it's not a COD killer just yet.
I do think
the movement's decent in it.
It's got that arcadey Twitch shooter movement to it that COD fans kind of like. I think.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I played it just a few hours and then put it off again. But like, for me, I would like the last Call of Duty I bought, I think, was Modern Warfare 2, and I thought at least I'll get good mileage out the multiplayer mode because the single player campaign was good, but it was so short.
Multiplayer's dead though.
Yeah, and then I ended up finding out that it was just more fun to play Warzone and the only
games at the time.
Yeah, so if they slapped the big thing that's missing for it to be a COD killer, I think, in my opinion, would be you've got nowhere near the amount of guns as COD offers, and the actual just gun porn, right? Like there's all the animations and the amount you can.
I actually think you've got to unlock them. There seems to be about 6 guns on each class, each sort of like type of gun.
So it's like if it gets more guns and stuff and does more with that, then I think because the guns are a big thing for COD. I like the guns in COD.
Yeah, the gunplay's decent. What's frustrating me with COD just now, especially Warzone, is this bouncy, jumpy drop shot and folk are here. One got the PlayStation Pro controller.
Extra buttons and shit in the back.
Find the buttons, or they've got Chronos Z. I'm sorry, there's still loads of cheating in it. There's still loads of cheating in it, but no, Extra, and the good thing about Extra, it's a free game. So
yeah, it's free and it's fun. Like you don't have to be into super competitive gaming to get into it. It's like a quick kind of COD shooter.
It's a pick-up casual game.
Yeah. That's right. A lot of these multiplayer shooters seem to be coming on for free now.
It's the way to go with the amount of money they make.
The market is full.
And they can retain their audience once they got it if they keep their game right.
Yeah, that's true.
So I play a bit of that. So I play a bit of that. And also, I'm thinking about delving back into Red Dead Redemption 2. Yeah. But if I do, that's going to take over my life. I'm going to
started that again.
Riding about on my pony, John Bon Pony, my horse, John Bon Pony, and just skipping yeehaw. I spend an unhealthy amount of time doing that, and I don't know if I want to sacrifice my life.
Do it again.
The last time I played Red Dead Online was at launch when it was janky and empty.
I've not played online for AGI. Same with me, it was at the start.
Aye.
Have you played online yet?
I give it a quick bash. Never really done anything, but it looks like there's a whole lot to it. There's like whole different like career paths you can choose, like bounty hunter, naturalist, and collector and shit like that. So there's more to do, but I don't know. I mean, you can't beat the single player version of that game. It's just
you could
tailor made, right?
Listen, you don't even have to do stories. You could just go hunting. Random encounters. There's like always stuff happening in the environment, and it's what they do well is games like that. Where you've got your missions, you've got your side missions, but you can just ride about and see things.
The amount of detail they've put in is nuts.
Oh, it's crazy.
I was like riding along on the horse, and there's a guy who's injured on his horse coming at me, and he falls off. So I stop, get off, chuck him on my horse, and I have to go for ages to take him to a doctor. And I'm like, shit, because I'm thinking it's like a timed mission that started here. Like he might die on the horse, and I'll fail or whatever. Yeah. So I get him to the doctor's bit, and you actually have to take him off the horse into the doctor's room and sit him down in the chair. And the doctor has like this whole scene where he's like, he gives you your money and you can leave, But you can choose not to and stay and watch, and it has this whole scene where he actually takes this guy's arm off, puts it into a bucket, and just sits having a smoke afterwards, and the guy's unconscious in the chair. I was like, oh my fucking god, dude. I was just on my way to do a mission and that sort of stuff happened.
But that's what they've done so well with that game.
Yeah.
It's just absolutely amazing. So if you've not played it, I highly recommend you set aside a month and go play it.
Yeah, at least a month, right?
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah, so that's all.
Simulation.
That's all I've been doing.
All right. What have we got lined up to talk about this app, Mikey?
Yeah, we might as well run through a few of the games coming out this month. There's quite a lot coming out this month, but obviously we couldn't fit everything in, so we'll just pick a few. And
there's a lot of DLC this month as well, isn't there? There's loads of DLC, yeah.
Yeah, there is. There was a new one for Elder Scrolls Online, Andy. The Gold Road, is it?
Oh, is that out this month? Are you going for it, or are you going to take advantage of? Because it was that Necrom will be in ESO Plus for you now, won't it?
Well, that's the thing. There's so much content even before I buy it that if I buy it, I probably won't use it. So, you know, I
think that's the kind of the appeal is like you get to see all the new stuff first and get all the new gear first. And
I know. I don't know. I want to, but then I'm like, you know, in 6 months I'll have free access to it anyway. So.
Yeah,
I don't know. And then there's so much else I need to do. I mean, I'm
Destiny 2 as well.
Yeah, the final shape. I don't know if this is going to tie off the story for Destiny or what. I've just got into the Destiny 2.
Yeah, because it's free. It was just free on the PlayStation.
Yeah.
Plus, yeah.
But that's now after the past few months. If you've been a regular subscriber to PS Plus and you add all the stuff to the catalogue, you've got the full catalogue for Destiny.
Well, Destiny 2 died on its arse at launch.
Yeah, it's come back in a big time.
But because they keep putting it on PlayStation Plus and obviously Game Pass and that, it's folk have came back to it.
Yeah, they made it free to play as well, and just started chucking out all their stuff to get.
Yeah. That's the thing.
A mate of mine
became free.
A mate of mine was gutted, so he bought the last sort of like DLC, and then 3 weeks later it was announced that the DLC was free on PlayStation Plus. He was not happy. He's not happy. Bunny.
I probably just bought Red Dead 2 for his PlayStation and all.
Oh,
that'll be uncomfortable.
That's a sore one. I was dancing. I was like, yes, I got it.
I was really surprised it came because you don't usually get that on.
Yeah, I know,
like that.
It's a big title to get for free.
Yeah.
But I think they're just trying to drum up more thing because I think that it's going to be Red Dead 3 after the next Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, they'll get more players into the online as well, though. Because I think they were even trying to sell that as a separate thing. You could buy Red Dead Online alone for 20 quid.
You've also got the one for Elden Ring as well.
DLC, everyone's getting. I've seen on Twitch a lot of the streamers are going through Elden Ring again to get ready for the expansion.
For that. Yeah. So that'll be a big one.
I've still not played any of Elden Ring, and I've actually actively avoided everything about it because it's on the list of one of the games that it's like Red Dead. You're going to have to set at least a month aside to really enjoy that one.
The other thing about Elden Ring is I'm sure I'm right in saying it's a bit like Dark Souls, where it's going to be like
it's from Software, so it's the guys who are like it's the OGs of Dark Souls who have come back with their biggest and best yet.
Kind of super hard game where you die millions of times, you know.
I've managed to get through Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 3, and Demon Souls in the past year. So that's me a proper.
Check you out, you're a pro gamer. You are, Check you out.
I was talking to Pookie about when I got to the last boss in Demon Souls on the PlayStation, and he has this fucking move where his arm glows blue, and he grabs you, and he puts you down a level, and takes like half your health away. Putting you down a level is like hours of progress in that game at the end game levels. Yeah. And that happened to me 8 times during one of the boss fights. He did it to me one more time, and then it sent me back to the checkpoint, and I was like, oh my fucking god, like, I'm not going to finish this. Got to the very last boss, and I was like, I can't do this, man. It's too much, way too much. But I did it.
Alright, let's move on from DLC. Killer Klowns from Outer Space. This was one Pook recommended because he's looking forward to it.
I went and I'd seen the first trailer for it, and then I went and read a review on it.
Mm-hmm.
And it actually sounds so much fun.
It does.
So It is along the lines of like the game like Dead by Daylight and
Yeah, it's like a team-based escape game or whatever you call them.
But
asymmetrical multiplayer.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's the one. But there's 10 folk, 3 are clowns, 7 are they look pretty generic, the normal people. They do. The clowns look fun though. So 3 are trying to kill, and 7 are trying to escape. But you can to escape, it's all different things. So you've got like a rickety bridge that starts falling apart when people start walking across it. So it might collapse, and 5 of you will be trapped.
Yeah.
Same with a boat that might come apart. But the boat only fits 3 people, so you've got to repair it. Stuff like that. And seemingly, once you escape, so say I was playing and 6 mates, and I escaped across the bridge and used didn't I play in these while I'm waiting and as escape. I play in these wee sort of like games where you can get stuff to help the guys escape.
Oh, nice.
That's cool.
Okay.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's cool.
Right. So, but then also when on the clown side, you got the one clown killing someone, and you got the other 2 farming stuff to activate a machine to kill folk. So it sounds like there's so much more to it that makes it really quite casual and mad and just. So actually, it's piqued my. You know me, I tried Dead by Daylight. It's all right. It's fun. It's a good laugh with 4 or 5 folk. But this seems like just great. Hopefully, there's loads of craziness and stupidness.
Yeah, it looks like
mad stuff happening. Folk making a run for it and leaving your mates behind. And,
yeah. I think it's a shame because Dead by Daylight is fortunate because it's kind of like a grey area of what it is, right? It's set up in a way that it can have any franchise sort of put into its sort of open story of its
like
gameplay. Yeah, and so you can always think you've got Saw, you've got hundreds of different DLCs for it, and it's in comparison, you get the games like Killer Klowns and what was the more recent one? Texas Chainsaw Massacre as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it's like they look like a lot of fun, but they're on like a time limit before nobody's playing them.
Yeah.
Like it's got like a short shelf life kind of thing.
I think the Killer Klowns though, they don't have to stick to the movie. They can build their own universe though.
Yeah. I mean, it would be cool to see that happen because I think the only one we've really seen sort of surface out of a lot of them. I mean, we've had a few of them now. We had Friday the 13th as well, didn't we? And that kind of went belly up too. But Dead by Daylight seems to.
And Evil Dead as well.
Yeah.
It was there not.
So,
was there not an Evil Dead one? There was an Evil Dead.
Yeah, and Evil Dead was a new one as well too. And that one, I think, you kind of see the same thing happen with all of them. And I can't help but think it's because they've boxed themselves in.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, hopefully it's a different story with Killer Klowns.
It's that thing where one genre kind of gets a bit saturated with the same games,
yes.
Is there a price on that though? Is there a price on Killer Klowns?
£33.50.
Yeah.
It's a bit heavy.
So basically,
Digital Deluxe for $50.
Nah. It might work because I mean, look, Helldivers was massive, so.
Yeah. Helldivers had a winning recipe though. Oh, there was some news about Helldivers recently. Actually, a lot of people got pissed off about that because Sony changed it so you had to make a PSN account if you wanted to play it, and everyone went rage about it, and so they walked it back and were like, "Oh, because there's loads and loads of there's like 30 odd countries that can't get a PSN account."
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, sorry, we'll walk that back. So they walked it back, but then just quietly restricted sales to those countries. So a lot of people kind of thought, oh, it's fine now, but it's not. They just the old switcheroo, you know? It's shitty. So a lot of people are like, no one dives until we all dive.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Well, that's the thing. It's like a massive multiplayer online thing. If you're restricting half those players, it's not going to be as much fun.
There's no good reason for it, right? Like, do they hate money or something?
No.
It's just Sony being Sony.
Yeah.
But
They
they're
were
all the same.
I'm a Sony fanboy, but they were the last to agree to the crossplay with like Fortnite and that.
Mm-hmm.
It must be
Right.
something to do with the Japanese. As much as we love Japanese culture, and they're very, when it's their product, they don't like anyone.
No.
Everything's soft locked, isn't it?
Yeah, but even then, the Sony PS5 seemingly the easiest console to develop for. So they
don't let it work with PCs.
I know.
Oh, it's
No,
like,
you can
sure.
use the controller though.
Yeah, you can use the controller, but you can't use the headset on it unless you
No,
buy
no.
the £50 fucking Wi-Fi dongle.
Yeah. But
It's just awkward shit like that, you know. There's no reason for it, but it's there.
they're quite good. They're usually quite good with developers, letting them use developers use their tech. But when it comes to like cross-platform and sharing with other games console cards, they're not as free and open.
Nintendo used to be like that, but then they just opened the floodgates and it did them.
Yeah, that's because Nintendo got its ass kicked by Sony and Xbox.
Nintendo money is crazy money, you know.
So Microsoft and Sony just fucking started killing. But then that's why Nintendo survived, because they had a lot of backlogging software, games. And so if their hardware failed, their consoles or that failed, they still had Mario.
Yeah. I think the stars aligned for them though, wasn't it? Because the Wii U nearly killed them. And then they got out the Switch. And then it was the fucking COVID and then Animal Crossing and Pokemon. And it was just there's millions and millions and millions back.
You see, that's what made Warzone so big, was because of COVID.
Yeah. Everyone locked in, playing inside.
Everyone locked in and played Verdansk, man. You know what I'm saying? Even though I was an essential worker and I was out working, But
Still putting in the Warcraft hours?
I feel like going to a Warcraft in my work some days. But,
Anyway, Killer Klowns out the 4th.
Yeah, sorry, we went on a tangent here. Killer Klowns from Outer Space on the 4th of June.
Yeah, it's based on the film from the 80s as well, so if you've seen the film, you might recognise it.
B-movie.
Yeah.
I
It looks
didn't know
good,
it was
though.
a
I mean,
film.
when you see the rendering of the clowns and stuff, they're good.
Yeah.
It looks like it'd be fun, and at 30 odd quid, it's you might get a couple of months play with it, and even then,
I mean, it just looks like something different,
Yeah, definitely.
Some clowns, but anyway, jump forward a bit. Shin Megami Tensei 5 Vengeance is out.
This is where Pookie should be on for this one.
These are a popular series. I've never played any of them, but I think Pook has maybe played a couple of them. I might be wrong about that, but they seem like the sort of you may be into it.
Yeah, definitely.
But
should we give
it
it a hint?
It's turn playing.
I don't know how this one works out. We've got two complete story paths in this one, both filled with conflicting and tragic choices. So there's a lot you can change in the story and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's basically from what I've read, it's an expanded edition of Shin Megami Tensei 5, which came out last year, I think.
Right.
Which is fine, but then it's like, well, why do you not just release that as a DLC or something?
But it's turn-based combat. I don't like turn-based combat.
I don't
it can
like
be good.
turn-based.
Really
I
good.
mean, it's slow, but...
What are you on about? You're like the biggest Pokemon fan on Earth.
Yeah, okay. That's true.
Okay. What is Pokemon? It's turn-based combat.
But Pokemon's fucking brilliant, though.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, truth.
Yeah, you see?
My turn-based combat's at a poker table. No, dog.
No, that's true.
Not playing hard on. My dog wants in. If you hear barking, I'll be back. So just keep going.
Down, Finn.
But so Shin Megami is more Pook's type of thing. I don't really like the way it looks, but
you don't like the anime vibes.
No, I don't like that sort of thing.
So
I know Pook does, so it's like the complete opposite.
Honorary guest.
Gamer
It looks
Talk.
okay. It looks a bit. To me, I've never played any of them, so I don't really know.
No,
what
I
to
haven't either.
expect.
I don't like. I just don't like any bit. I don't like the way it looks. I don't like the way it plays. I don't like the fact that. Yeah.
Mickey's like, I brought this up just to tell everyone I hate
I
it.
hate it. Well, that's right. The game looks interesting.
He should be fucking in then, shouldn't he?
But turn-based combat is horrible. It's horrible.
Yeah, you're either for it or not for it. I think for that one.
I am. It's a no from me.
Definitely not for it. Not for you.
No.
This next one though, I really like the look of it. It's not my type of game. It's called Still Wakes Deep. It's out on the 18th, and it's done by the Chinese Room, who have done lots of other games we like.
This looks really good.
This does look good. It's very story based, I think.
Yeah, it's like an atmospheric first person.
This is absolutely my vibe.
So it reminds me of the demo that I played. What was that one that it went to Mars? What was it?
Oh, aye, Fort Solace.
Aye, Fort Solace. It reminded me of that. I wish I should
Yeah.
I could play that.
Yes.
I actually quite enjoyed that. Yeah, so
That's what we should be looking at for more challenge Bustas. We'll get him into the story games that get some shit in his pants.
Yeah. Well, not just the horror. Not just horror, you fucking horror freak.
That's all you're getting from me.
Well, no, the next one's no horror that you've thingied me, but...
Oh, true, actually. Actually, there are some freaky bits in it, to be fair, though.
All right.
It can be as fuck, yeah.
It's
psychological, though. It's not like actual horror, apparently. Although it looks scary, so it's hard to say for sure.
Yeah. Do you know what? It also reminded me a bit of, like, the gameplay that I saw was like going along the rig and it was fog and that. And he's watched a TV series called The Rig.
No.
With Martin Constant.
I've never seen it.
It was there. It reminded me a bit of that, but seemingly this is set in the 70s.
Yeah. So the description it looks really good, man. It's 1975. Disaster strikes as the Beerat D oil rig off the coast of Scotland. Navigate the collapsing rig to save your crew from otherworldly horror on the edge of all logic and reality. So it looks like cosmic horror, like Lovecraftian type shit going on in this rig.
Yeah.
But I like the Scottish coastline vibes. It reminds me of, like, that's one of the parts I really liked about Death Stranding was that sort of like walking in the mountains vibe. It was like, I don't know, it's like there was the kind of like just a really good vibe and feeling and look it gave the game. It looks
seemingly they've used voice actors from the Isle of Skye, Dundee, Aberdeen, and Glasgow.
That's cool. I mean, you can't fake like a thick Scottish accent. Every time you hear someone doing a bad Scottish accent, it destroys every part of the show or film while they're talking. But I think the guy who did Arthur from Red Dead was in Fort Solace, was he not?
Yeah. Yes, he was.
And he was fucking good either way. So,
seemingly, early section of the game focused on known oil rig crew. This section of the game was inspired by the works of Ken Loach. Ken Loach, the director, Ken Loach, he's done Kes and all these kind of working class early 80s movies and that. So I think there is a really good sort of like bit where you get to kind of know the folk, and then obviously then you'll progress into obviously the more horror-y kind of bit when you get through the rig. So it's certainly exciting.
I was just looking through another game by the Chinese Room. It is really good. Little Orpheus.
The Chinese Room did Little Orpheus. They also did De-Rester and Everyone Is Gone to Rupture and Vampire the Blood Masquerade 2. So they've done all of this before.
I actually played Everyone Goes to the Rapture. That was good.
Yeah, it
and
looks
they're doing
alright.
Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2.
That's done by the Chinese Room.
I don't know if they developed it or published it, but they're involved,
They're involved.
Cool.
They're helping develop it.
It's cool.
But they've done a lot.
There's a new Silent Hill transmission coming soon as well. I saw on Twitter this morning.
Yeah, later this
I
week.
never ever played the first one because you just said it was just like a fucking...
It's hard to play and look at nowadays. But if you're into it, then you can still get through it.
Now, you said it was like, what did you? I can't remember how you and Pookie described that. I was like, right, I'll wait till the game comes out. You know what I'm saying, rather than play the teaser things.
Oh, right. For the new one.
Aye.
The one that's done by Team Bloober. Yeah, you don't want any of that spoiled, especially if you've never played through it yourself. Like, go in completely blind to it, man. That'd be an awesome challenge Busta, actually.
Right, actually, yeah, I might maybe do that.
Let's find the scary game for you.
It's Mikey's turn anyway next, after your one.
Anyway, good then, but...
so that comes out on the 18th.
It does, 18th of June.
Yeah, so...
Might be something I'll pick up, actually. I'd love to experience that story, you know.
Yeah.
To see how it works. Something for the Switch. On the 25th, we've got Super Monkey Ball Banana Rumble.
This looks really good, man. I love this.
This actually looks fun but frustrating.
Yeah, and did you ever play any of the old Monkey Ball games?
No, I don't remember playing Monkey Ball games, but I remember games back in the day.
Yeah.
On Atari and Amstrad and all that.
And like Marble Madness type shit.
Yeah.
It's like that, but it turned up to 10, man.
So addictive. So addictive, but so frustrating.
Yeah.
These are party games. Like, see if you've got some pals round and you're just having beers or a laugh or whatever. Monkey Ball is good crack. It's like Mario Kart style,
right? What did you do? I went to my mates and I had beers and Monkey Balls. You know, that sounds a bit wrong. You know, come to my house for a Monkey Ball party. You know what I'm saying? Come on.
I'm there.
This is a
brilliant. Yeah, that was
a drinking day as well. That's the bad thing.
I've seen when it was the arcade games and everything of that are all great fun. And one of them is actually a ball you roll around as well. As a controller too.
I think I probably have played it. If it's been in the arcades, I've probably played
it's been about a while now, Monkey Ball.
Yeah, just the franchise in general.
So when's that?
That's 25th.
25th, yeah. They tend to do this. You make these franchises and you keep them going forever.
Oh, yeah. I mean, people are always going to like Super Monkey Balls.
Oh, yeah, I think so.
Anyway, a segue with franchises going on forever. We're going back to Nintendo again. And we're going to Luigi's Mansion 2.
Yeah, this is...
By the way, this was a great fun back in the day, so...
HD.
The arcade game's so much fun. Oh, the HD version, sorry, it's an HD version.
Yeah, because it's a remake of the same game from 3DS, which is 2017 or something, 2013, something like that.
I just remember playing it in an arcade with Ethan, and you get the big light thing that you got to stun them. You got to stun them, and stupidly addictive.
I know, it was great. Like, both of them, like, on the GameCube. It was like, I don't know, it was like soft Resident Evil. You had the big mansion to go around and explore, and there was like different mini games and shit like that. And I loved the whole idea of Luigi just being this giant wuss that kind of has to, and he's the one that gets stuck in a haunted house of all people, right? Like,
well, who does?
Same in the Mario movie. I thought like Luigi's just great when he's like that.
The Mario movie got so much right, but so much wrong.
Yeah.
Just Mario in general is fucking brilliant.
Yeah, man, Nintendo games are awesome.
And all the stuff that's connected to them.
It's the cash cow that keeps giving, isn't it?
Well, essentially, yeah. But that's another Switch game as well.
Yeah, I think when they've done like so many 2 HDs and stuff, it's like, how many generations of consoles is it going to be before they release it again?
The thing is, they always seem to, like, I mean, they do remakes and that, but then they always come out with like a new Mario game that is actually different.
Yeah, Wonder was the recent one I bought, and holy shit, is it good? Really good.
Yeah, so they come up with different ways of playing Mario and that.
Even on top of that, man, I think design-wise, they always keep it like the aim of the game is fun, like, and it's never really about graphics and looking amazing.
No,
it's always kind of like simple graphics that look good.
But that is at the end of the day, you can have all your graphics you want, but if the gameplay is shit, you're not going to have longevity. The game's going to just. But if you keep a game that, I mean, if you look at some of the Mario games on the Switch, I mean, I can't remember what was the one for a couple of years ago.
You had like the new Super Mario Bros. 2 and all that stuff. There's been loads and loads of them.
Mario Odyssey or
the 3D ones, yeah, like the Odyssey was one where he was chucking his hat about and turning into.
That's stupidly fun.
Yeah,
it's so much fun. The wee man had it on the Switch, and I had a wee bash at it, and I played a few levels where for a maybe take turns, and it was brilliant. It was.
There's moments in that where it'll really put your Mario skills to the test, man.
It does.
Games have bits in it where they're just not joking around.
Yeah. So I hadn't played a Mario game in so long, and I played that. You know, I really should. I mean, unfortunately, I just don't have enough time to game all these games. But my God, if I did, I'd be sitting. I mean, if I got stuck in the hospital,
the Mario catalogue.
I got stuck in the hospital for a month. I'd be getting the Switch and getting the Mario games going.
Yeah.
Come out with a mustache and dungarees.
Hey, it's me and Mario. Hey. I went to the hospital and got the change to a Mario, a plumber change. You know, so yeah. So much.
We'll have Pookie's Luigi.
Definitely,
he's tall and thin as well. Right?
He'd be the weirdest fucking change. Yeah. So anyway.
Luigi's Mansion 2 HD. If you played the first, then, or if you even played the old school second, you'll know it's good. 27th.
It is 27th of June. Yeah.
So
should we do a couple of indie games as well?
Yeah.
So first one we've got Chernobyl Liquidators. Done by Live Motion 6th of June.
Yeah, I read up on this, and it's a great idea for a game.
Chernobyl Liquidators is not a fantastic tale of exploring the zone. It's a story about real people facing a real threat. The CNPP disaster, invisible radiation, KGB, difficult moral choices.
Yeah, so
you have enough courage and strength to take on this challenge? It seems pretty gritty.
Yeah, it is. There was real people called the Chernobyl Liquidators at the time, and it's based on them. They went in and they sort of cleared the zone after the disaster, and dealt with radiation and everything. It's almost like a true story.
Yeah.
It feels like one of those heavy duty games. Like, do you ever play This War of Mine?
No.
Where you have to keep your character alive during war times, but you can go into other people's houses and steal their food at gunpoint and stuff. It's one of those sad games, you know.
Yeah.
It kind of feels a bit like that.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot. That's what it is.
Drops for pushing the boat out, though. It's a kind of I'm not saying anything like that.
Yeah, it's trying to make a different kind of game. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that certainly looks interesting.
Anyway, that one's done by Live Motion Games, and it's out on the 6th of June, if you like that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Check that out. Another one called Star Stuff is out the following day on the 7th. This one's done by Animal Game Studios. The game itself is It's a
funny.
Cute puzzle automation type thing.
Yeah, this looks like a Mikey game.
This is Mikey
Sure.
written all over it.
Colourful and strange all around here. We've got Hoshi, a character.
Bossman Mikey. Yeah.
Basically, program work alongside bots to tackle the most important task of the day.
Yeah, it does.
And undoubtedly safest task in the galaxy.
Yeah, fixing a star factory. I know.
Yeah.
Like, what else could you find that's more important than that?
Making stars isn't easy as you might think, but you aren't alone. You work in the factory. You work in a star factory making stars. It's supported by a variety of bots with many different capabilities. Some bots are able to lift heavy objects, and some can solve complex problems with lasers.
It sounds like bloody Santa's Workshop or something. You know?
it looks fun, actually. Yeah, it's good.
Okay, Santa's Workshop. Did you go think
one with lasers and saw blades?
It's not that. It's the magic dust. You know.
Magic dust. Now you've got my attention.
I know I've got the whole thing. Right, next one.
Busta get 10 victory royals.
If you're listening, he's not talking about illegal stuff. He's talking about Santa's special dust.
Yeah, from the Star Factory.
No,
Yes.
yeah, of course. I don't know what kind of stars I'm making.
Stardust.
They used to do stars in their eyes. Is that where that comes from?
Hey, next one we've got.
This was suggested by
Nice
Pook.
move on, lad.
This one's called
Hashtag blood.
Yeah, hashtag blood. It's done by Exit 73 Studios. It was suggested by Pook, this one. And it's got blood in it.
No, but it's basically it's animated. It's hand drawn animated. It's animated like a Ren and Stimpy, like a cross between Ren and Stimpy and.
I see that. I'm getting like Courage the Cowardly Dog vibes here.
What do you call them? What's the one way the invent stuff? The 2 wee kids feed Nickelodeon cartoon and anime.
Dexter's Lab.
Aye, it's got that kind of animated feel, but folk go missing and thingy in this. You move to this town, folk seemingly go missing in that, and you become a vampire hunter. So it's like, it's like, remember Dexter's Lab, the sister, she looks like, aye.
Or Billy and Mandy, did you ever watch that?
No.
2 Kids in the Grim Reaper. A delightfully zany animated dungeon crawler that blurs the line between action RPGs and hyperkinetic 90s cartoons. It does it really well. It looks like a cartoon.
It does. Seemingly they've hand drawn it or
I
watched the thing. So, yeah, that looks like 90s, early 90s anime cartoon, kids
This has been the sort of thing that I would sink hours into in front of like the Super Nintendo or something. Like zombies at my neighbours kind of style.
Yeah, if I was 12 or a stoner, I would love this. But I'm neither, so I won't play it, but it's a great idea and it looks very well done, and I think it will get a lot of sales.
Yeah, 18 for that one. So.
Yeah, and I think it could be actually fun. Yeah, and again, that's the word of the day. It's fun.
So those games like the short ones, one of them popped up was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and me and Pook put that on, and we bashed through the whole game in one sitting.
Whoa.
It's kind of that vibe I'm getting from it. It's just
well, that's what you want, and then you better repopulate. So
Oh well.
Right, 2 games that unfortunately don't have a release date. They just say June on them. The first one's Fair and Square. This is by Octopus Engine, which is, I believe, it's its own engine as well. It's also a team. Then this one's a sort of small strategy roguelike RTS type game, but it's also got elements of tower defense in it as well. It doesn't look very interesting to me, but that's just me looking at it.
Yeah, it's not for me either.
Yeah,
it looks quite simple. So yeah, I'll not be trying that one. But that's out. It's out at some point in June. I don't know when. The last one's The Ordinary Case of Margaret Loney, which is a small detective story.
Yeah,
it says deep story, but I don't know what that means.
By Radio Hamster.
Robo Hamster.
It does. It looks very, very strange.
Robo Hamster. All right, yeah. You're on the Discord radio.
But yeah, it's a detective game where you find clues and piece them together and things. It's another
Reminds
one.
Reminds me of like the old Flash games.
Flash game. Another one that looks hand drawn, hand coloured in. It looks a bit like a child's comic, if I'm honest. But there's nothing wrong with that, so. That's what I got. That one's also out at some point in June, but it doesn't actually say when. Right, can I do my spotlight?
Of course.
I started doing my spotlight last one, so
Can I just do a quick, before you do that, there was a couple here that I'm just looking at that I think Pookie mentioned them. Star Wars Hunters coming on Nintendo Switch on June the 4th.
Indeed.
Which is
a mobile game.
Mobile game, and it's launching as a free play title. So you can maybe make a peek at that. There was also Monster Hunter Stories 1 and 2, PS4, Nintendo Switch and PC, coming Friday, June the 14th, which is like the little brother of Monster Hunters. So it's just like, I think, these stories of that. You mentioned Elden Ring, and yeah, I think that's about it.
Cool.
I don't think there's anything that that maybe Pookie would want to definitely for us to cover. Yeah, I think that's
Right, well, I would like to shine my indie spotlight this week on the Forest Quartet. The game.
I was waiting on you playing that. I think we got that for free off of Epic a while back.
Yeah, it was off
we?
Epic a while ago, so I played through it now, completed the game. It's it's an interesting game about a sort of musical band, jazz band, who live in the forest. And you basically have to complete a few sections to get the artist
a
back.
Jazz quartet that live in the forest.
Yep.
Okay.
It's like a point-and-click adventure game where you need to kind of solve the puzzles and things in order to regenerate the forest and release the artists. So yeah, I quite enjoyed it. It's quite I don't want to say it's emotional, but it's that kind of area, emotional adventure game. It was released by Mads and Friends, like I said in the video that I'm going to put on YouTube soon, which is a Danish developer called Mads Vadsolsen, along with some of his brothers and sisters, I think. It's a little family project.
Yeah, definitely a Mikey game, that.
Well, as soon as I seen that appearing on the Epic thing, I was like, he's going to play that for sure.
Yeah,
Definitely. Yeah, no, I quite enjoyed that.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. It looks like a cool kind of one of the indie games that's just a bit different.
Yeah, it is. It only came out in 22 as well, so it's not old either. So quite a recent thing. Anything else we need to discuss? Obviously, we've got Summer Games Fest later in the summer. We've got E3 this year. Is E3 on? Gamescom?
I thought E3's dead, bro.
By the way, though, Robertson, can we just back up a wee sec? Has anybody seen the teaser trailers for Black Ops 6?
What?
No.
Get on YouTube, and it's COD Day Best Building Height, but I've got to admit, I'm going to quickly get them up, have a wee look. That's really what they're cutting in and using real life events. Remember, we were talking about real life events, so they're using that again.
Oh yeah.
And I enjoyed the Black Ops Cold War single player. I thought it was quite good.
Yeah.
And hopefully they expand on that a wee bit. But yeah, Black Ops 6, so it's going to be set in the mid-90s, like late 80s, 90s.
Is that Margaret Thatcher in the clip, isn't it?
Thatcher, aye. So it's late 80s, so you had Reagan, then Bush, Thatcher. And then you've got, so it goes into Clinton in the mid-90s. So I wonder if Monica Lewinsky will pop up. Anyway.
It's the damn Hussein, isn't it? Jesus.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's like the Iraq War and that. And then I did hear, and I don't know how true this is, it was the wee man said that he said he had seen a YouTuber talked about that it might come right up into the World Trade.
Ooh, that'd be a popular one.
I don't think they will. But COD have never been known to shy away from controversies over the years. They've had the No Russian and
No Russian got them in hot water.
One of the Black Ops, JFK got them in.
Yeah, they do that though. There's a couple ones where they'll do something that's super edgy, and there's been a few moments where I've been playing it, and sometimes it makes for a really fucking epic moment. And I think one of them, I don't know, I can't remember what COD it was, but you're a soldier trying to escape, and you end up failing. Your chopper goes down, and you witness an atomic bomb going off.
Yeah.
And it's stuff like that, and it's like, Jesus, man, there's some grim shit in the COD game.
Well, I hope they go back to epic story again, because Modern Warfare 3 disappointed in the story, over and done with in under 5 hours.
And 2 was short as well. Like, it was good, but it was short.
2 was really good, but it was short. But 3 was just they just fucked up. Basically,
that's when I fell off after that, especially because when they changed the Warzone to the COD, the new sort of movement and stuff, I was like, this is It's too far away from the kind of game I like now to pay
Yeah.
another 70 quid for it, for 50 quid for it for the year.
Yeah, but you can just play Warzone for free.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got.
And because the multiplayer in COD's dead.
Is it?
Yeah, I think. Well, there's still loads of folk playing, but none of my mates play it. And which is disappointing because I loved Search and Destroy. Yeah,
They do a weird thing with their player base every year, though, don't they? They just change everything about the game they're playing, whereas the live service Warzone.
It's different studios, eh?
Yeah.
Each game's a different studio, eh? So that's why.
I think it'd be better if they just put the multiplayer modes over to the free-to-play Warzone and have that as a sort of season pass and you buy into it and then focus on making some fucking awesome single-player Call of Duty games.
Yeah, because they can do it. They can do it. I mean, Call of Duty are never known for the long fucking single players, but I mean,
the first ones were boss though for it.
Oh no, but they were like 8 to 10 hours. They weren't they?
Yeah,
they were never massive.
But I think that's about par for an FPS. I think.
So looking forward to see more information on that. See where they go with that.
It's definitely a good teaser.
Yeah, I don't think it is a good teaser. The way they've done it, the way they built it up, it's really good. So hopefully they can build up. But yeah, so that came out, and I think a couple of PC games are out or in early access. It's what's the name of it again? I'm going to have to say it's extraction shooters.
Oh yeah, Arena Breakout Infinity.
Aye, so that did, but then that's been a rip-off of seemingly Tarkov. So there's talk that the Escape for Tarkov guys are going to maybe sue them, and I don't know if they will.
Yeah, I don't know if that's the case they'll win.
Yeah, because seemingly everything is pretty much it's a Tarkov clone, basically, yeah.
Even Tarkov was spun off of like a bunch of ideas that were already kind of well established. They were just kind of the first to do it, right? And then I think there's been a lot of games chasing the extraction shooter kind of mantle.
But there's another one called Grey Zone Warfare, which is out, which graphically looks immense, apart from the player's arms.
It's too buggy, everyone's saying. It's getting mixed reviews at the moment, but... Tarkov's too obscure for people to get into. It's like such a high barrier for entrance because of how difficult it is just to get into a game and play the game and figure out what you're supposed to be doing.
So I watch a YouTuber called Stone Mountain, and he got into the Grey. They got into the Grey Zone, and he spoke to the devs so he could, because he was finding it buggy and that, and they told him to do something, and it actually bricked his PC.
Oof.
When he switched back to playing, he plays a lot of Warzone. When he switched back to Warzone and other games, it had his rates, his PC running too high, and it basically fried everything. So that wasn't good.
Early access.
He can afford to get another one anyway.
Yeah,
he's got subscribers. But
I think I've been trying like a bitch to get a key for Arena Breakout Infinite, and I still haven't got one yet.
I'll keep my eyes to the grindstone because Mikey's always in with some developers.
I know, right? But I think we'll probably see Arena Breakout come to consoles as well because it's based off of the phone version of the game.
Yeah.
So we had that, but I still think the reigning king, in my opinion, is Hunt Showdown.
Oh, right, yeah.
And Battlefield added a stealth bomber.
Oh, really?
Seemingly, that's what I'm looking at Jack Flags. 8 days ago, the new Battlefield stealth bomber is terrifying. And a new LNG as well.
Cool.
I need to get back to that. I kind of lose motivation to play a game when they announced that this is the last content update and then we're done with the game. And you're kind of like, I'm just sort of looking. Yeah.
Seemingly, he just added a video. Helldivers 2 just added a new devastating mech. So,
man.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's my spotlight. Sorry, Mike, you have to go for your spotlight.
My spotlight, John.
I stole your spotlight. Well, I've not been on the last couple, so.
Yeah, I know.
So yeah, so some interesting times ahead, and obviously, hopefully, DICE will get their act together and bring out a Battlefield that I actually like.
Yeah, I mean the new Assassin's Creed looks good.
That actually looks quite good.
What was it called? Dark or something like that?
No, it's
Shadows. It's the Japanese one, the controversy where they're saying
that Black Samurai, aren't you?
Aye, but seemingly in real life he was one.
Yeah, Yasuke, right?
Yeah, and so there's a whole cultural appropriation and all this PC bullshit and gaming's went all PC and who the fuck cares? How many do you really think there was an Assassin's Creed likes? You know what I'm saying? Fuck off.
There's folk asking for like
a golden apple that saved the world. You know what I'm saying? Fuck off.
Well, at the end of the
day, about everything though, right?
Like, anyway, so
I think
keep your viewpoints away. Just play a game and fucking enjoy it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, if you don't know what you're talking about, stop complaining. That's the golden rule for me.
I mean, there's no historical action. There was a historical action say that a samurai had a black guy beside him that did fight with him as a samurai, but they don't know if he was an actual samurai or not. There's not enough records, so we're making it up as we go along there. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
I think it's a vocal minority that'll moan about this sort of shit and never be bothered for playing it in the first place.
Exactly. To me, it looks like Assassin's Creed starting to get back to what they're good at.
Mm-hmm.
I never got into them. It was that fucking simulation stuff that ruined it for me every time.
I didn't mind that because the actual once you were playing as Enzo or what's the other one? Enzo and what's the first one?
Oh,
Ezio. Was it Ezio?
Auditore, yeah.
Ezio. Oh.
You had Ezio and you had the other one.
Is there not one called Edward and 4 or something?
No, that was later. Before that, you had Enzo and you had... I can't remember. Anyway, they were like 2 of the stars for the first few and, just jumping about the rooftops and that was brilliant. And Ken, you're talking, it was early PlayStation, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, playing that first one and it was all new. The parkour and the climbing. And
you hadn't seen anything like that, you know what I'm saying? And it was absolutely immense. So,
that's the thing, like fresh ideas,
Yeah, and we need more information on Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah. Well, we should
there is
get
seemingly something coming soon. There is something coming soon in summer, seemingly. There's another teaser trailer coming, so...
Yeah, people will just be like hungry dogs for any bit of information for that, right?
I am, because then I'm just everything gets put to one side.
They're going to be like Fort fucking Knox after the amount of leaks that happened to them in the past year.
Oh yeah, but oh my god, I'm so looking forward to it. I mean, I read something a few months ago, like so when the first trailer dropped, they had a guy that's actually a well-known face in the area. I don't know if it was LA or if it was a Miami one, and they changed his hair color, so he got his haircut, and they changed his hair color and haircut just to look like the character that they had changed him to. I love. Yeah, that'll be my life for a wee while, playing the single player game and then going on online.
Definitely. Yeah, single player games are good.
It's just all Rockstar games. Especially going back to Red Dead 2, just the sheer amount of detail and the amount of stuff that you can take in just walking away on single player without doing any
they do that with Grand Theft Auto as well. Not as much as they've done with Red Dead 2. Red Dead 2 was something exceptional to me, and to me it has to be in everybody's top 5.
Yeah.
Because it's just so exceptionally detailed there. And I mean, they do a lot of detail on all the Grand Theft Autos, and always have done. They've always pushed the boundary with hiding Easter eggs.
Yeah, the actual micro details and everything.
Yeah, but it's like you go back to Vice City, and you know how it basically ripped off Scarface.
You even have the motel scene, in the shower and stuff.
And then you go back there, you can get, like, the blood's on the thing, you get the chains. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just
They
like,
were great for that. I mean, one of the buildings in Vice City, you could jump off the roof of one sort of tall building, and if you were sliding down the side of another building, you would fall through one of the windows. You could clip through it.
yeah.
And inside it, it was just it was a literal Easter egg, a chocolate egg on top of a podium that just said Happy Easter on it.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Shit like that.
Yeah, and then just driving, like in the later ones, driving about with the talk radio on. The amount of hours of content they made for that.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And the actual humour in the radio is funny as fuck too.
Yeah, and then you can go into the dating websites. The amount of people click on and read all the information they put on, the amount of work they put into these games is bow down to them. Bow down to them.
Yeah.
That's why they're a brilliant company. You know what I'm saying? And,
They kind of had everything to go with it too. Sorry, just to add on one more bit onto that, was like they done Midnight Club. They were good at their racing. They done fucking Max Payne. They were good at their shooting, and they'd made all the GTAs, so they had a good idea of their open worlds.
Bully, don't forget Bully.
And Bully, yeah, of course, Bully. How could we forget?
L.A. Noir, that was a fucking excellent game.
LA Noir, of course, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Mikey,
fucking
yeah.
game.
How can we forget about that?
Mm.
Wow,
It was
that
like
game.
a masterpiece.
That's not even my type of game, but I loved it.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
it
know
was
what I'm
just
saying?
well done, you know.
That's it. Give me a game that's well done, and even if it's not my type of genre, I will play it. Like Valiant Arts, it's so well done. I will go back and play that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, give me something like that, and you'll have my.
It's just nice when something like that comes along, you know.
Yeah, when you find a wee gem in a game like that, you know.
Yeah, it's brilliant. Brilliant feeling.
Yeah.
You know, you almost pat yourself on the back as well, you know. Well done me for finding that.
Right, well, I think I've ranted enough about, Rockstar too much.
Yeah. Right, well, should we leave it there for today then?
Yeah, we'll do our links, which obviously GamerTalkz on YouTube, if you're listening here, GamerTalkz on Spotify.
Yep.
GamerTalkz stream on Twitch.
Yep.
We are looking GamerTalkz questions at gmail.com for any questions you want to ask us, any games you want us to play, and of course, if you want me to play any game from the PlayStation catalogue that's free, because I'm a tight get.
You can also catch me and Pook, High Arcade and Pookievision on Twitch. Sometimes we do streams.
Yeah,
they've got their own channels. They'll also use our one as
well.
So
Yeah, we need to find a way to connect us all.
There's that thing that does stream together, but we all need to be at PC and all that jazz.
Yeah, and I don't play on PCs. So.
No.
I don't have the room, and the wee man's in his bedroom, so I'm not going in his bedroom to play.
You need to commandeer that gaming rig he's got.
Yeah, I think it needs updates, so I'll be getting you room to have a look at it. Anyway, so as Pookie would say, keep the toxicity to a minimum.
Yeah, be nice to do.
Unless you're playing God or FIFA. And then,
or Battlefield.
Or Battlefield, or most first-person shooters. Anything that's very angry online, that you're competitive online.
No, there's plenty of that.
That's what I played. I went back to Wreckfest.
Wreckfest?
Yes.
That's a good one. There's always been a good one.
That was so much fun. Check that out. That's free at the moment as well.
Definitely.
PlayStation catalog. So keep the toxicity. We're all gamers. Keep the toxicity to the minimum. And I suppose I better eat a dick, eh?
Love it. Thanks for watching, y'all. Until next time.
Cheers for being here, guys. We'll speak to you next one.